start recording. Echoes of light.
We've been in regular contact with the Lucari, and they've recently unveiled a new starship designed for space exploration. They're eager to head out into the unknown, and they've asked us to give them a hand. Starfleet has decided to send you to assist them in their first voyage beyond their home system. This is an exciting time for the Lucari. Watch over them and help them to see the value of space exploration, and let them make discoveries and follow their sense of wonder. Just don't let them get in over their heads.
I'll try not to, Admiral. Alright. So one, echoes of light, travel, and automatically. Oh, let's go. Okay. Alright, I'll stop for a minute. Because just I realised I've got some stuff I could upgrade. But I only upgrade. Oh yeah, I have. Improved beam weapons and superior ground. Oh, here we go. Right. Let's have a quick look. Ooh, that's right the way up there. That's nearly there. I'm gonna keep that. Oh, I'm getting this withering and withering. Yeah, let's upgrade that bad boy. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, no, where's it gone? There it is. It's right in front of me. Dope. Ah! No, wait. I'm going multi-lithium. Alright. Okay. Lucari, here we come! Let's help them. We've arrived in the car system, and I'm reading the starship in a standard there. I'm picking up some comm traffic. Sounds like Captain Kumark is in the middle of discussion with a Ferengi daemon. Helm, take us to the Lucari ship.
My dear friend Kumarka, just think about how much I can help.
I try not to think about you at all, Marjorie.
What? You? I thought I'd seen the last of you. That is to say, we meet again.
Daemon Mandarin. Fortunately for you, our business is with the Lucari today.
Oh, come now. I'm sure we can reach an agreement that is to everyone's
Hey, Felix.
liking. I'm prepared to offer you an exclusive, once-in-a-lifetime investment opportunity.
Devil cut channel. Hell, the Lucari.
Thank you. That insistent Ferengi has been trying to make new trade deals with us since he first visited our system. Oh, everything he tries to sell is either broken or worthless.
No problem. You look well, Captain.
Thank you. It's good to see you again, and under much better circumstances. You'll be happy to know that our star remains stable. We've not seen any Tholian ships since the incident, thankfully. The decision to explore was somewhat controversial, however. Many Lucari were resistant to the notion. We settled this moon long ago, after we were forced to leave our dying homeworld of Kentar. It was a difficult journey for us. Once we found our new home, no one was very excited about space travel. The exploration initiative passed. Considering my experience, my people have chosen me to command the LSS Concordium.
Nice.
It was an honor I proudly accepted. Our ship is ready to go, and you are.
Let's proceed to our destination.
For our maiden voyage, I've chosen a star that is close enough to be within reach, but still just outside the area of space that you've explored. And obviously one that we haven't visited yet. According to your star charts, it's a yellow-white star called 20 Draconis.
Give me a sec, guys. I had to go and retrieve my hoodie that Sparky ran off with. Which I have now done. Alright, let's go. Navigation. Power course.
This isn't over. Believe me. The next deal we make will be on my terms.
And we're off.
We've arrived on the outskirts of the system. There's a large field of rocky debris and asteroids. We're picking up various metals and crystalline formations. Should we approach one of the larger asteroids and take some more readings?
Yes, we'll head to one of the large asteroids and scan it.
Readings coming in now. Large quantities of silicate, hematite, hafnium, iridium. Crystalline structures appear to be the result of deposits created under a heavy impact. Perhaps this asteroid was part of a larger one that broke up in a collision. Heading deeper into the field may yield more clues.
Agreed. Let's head deeper into the asteroid field.
Sensors are picking up some movement on the far side of the asteroid. Not simple orbiting debris either. Cosmozoans, they're beautiful. Do you have any information about them?
They're called Gekli. We're sending you data files on them now.
Intriguing. The Gekli communicate using radio waves and feed on dust particles and energy emissions. And, well, it seems an adjustment of our EM band is in order. I don't like the idea of the Concordium becoming a Gekli food source.
We're adjusting our own EM band down to 0.002 cycles as well.
We've adjusted our power systems. I'd like to gather more data on the Gekli before we move on. Any suggestions?
We could take them with subspace data transmitters.
An excellent idea. We'll be able to track their movements and learn more about their migratory patterns and feeding habits. We'll need to get close in order to attach the tags safely.
Agreed. Get close to the Gekli and attach the tags with minimum force.
Data's coming in from the Gekli. I'd like to expand the number of tagged subjects to optimize data collection. Let's get close enough to slip in with a pod and join them in their swimming.
Right, we'll fly to a Gekli pod and join them as they swim through space. in position to move with the pod. Dropped out of range. Gosh damn it.
We're getting close-up readings from all of the creatures. They're treating us like one of their own. They're trying to talk to us with their radio waves. That was incredible. What a singular experience. We've spotted a larger group of them in an area not too far from here. This looks like a feeding ground for several Gekli pods. Let's go have a look.
Very well. Hell, take us to the Gekli feeding grounds.
There are signs that several Gekli pods frequent this area. There's a lot of dust and particulate matter, but we can't see how the asteroids are getting broken down. I think there's something we're not seeing on the visible spectrum. Your ship has a stronger deflector than ours. Can you emit a particle wave? We could use that to illuminate things that might be happening in different spectra.
We can emit Twigs with the host. Thank you very much. We can emit a multispectrum particle wave. Hey, Twigs. How's it going? Hello.
There's some kind of subspace shearing here.
It's going well, thank you.
It's
How about
causing
you?
cosmic strings to snap off and break up the asteroids. That must be why the Gekli feed here.
going
There's
well. I'm just
plenty of
chilling with some Star
particulate
Trek.
matter for them to consume in the debris fields. I think we've collected some solid data
Going
here.
good.
We're
Bit
ready
tired,
to move
but
on
good.
when
Ah,
you
it's
are.
good to hear. Apart from, being tired. See what lies
I'm
ahead.
Buffy, the vampire slayer, and you are?
Oh, thank you very much for that ice cream.
I'm Buffy.
Sensors are reading a
Vampire
swarm of
slayer,
comets
and you are?
passing by the
And
sun.
another one.
They look to have an orbital
Thank you
period
so
of
much.
about 173 of your standard years. I'd like
Wait,
to
what was
know
that alert?
if they came from
was
outside
Buffy.
the system and were caught in its gravity, or if they originated here. Shall we take some scans?
It's a good way to begin.
This comet is mostly ice and dust. There are indications that the cometary matter formed around
Yes.
the magnetic core. The other comets may be more interesting. Let's move to the other comets and study them closely.
Agreed. Let's check out the remaining comments.
I'm Buffy, the vampire slayer, and you are?
Thank you for the ice
I'm
cream.
Buffy, the vampire slayer, and you are? I'm Buffy, the vampire slayer, and you are?
Thank you very much for those 3 ice creams. We're taking core samples. Dude, doesn't get much more exciting than this.
The core sample shows signs of magnetic radioactive matter. This comet may have seen some interesting particle fields in its wandering.
The magnetic core must help to draw in material that forms the corona. This is Star Trek Online. It's a free to play. discovered it a couple of years ago. No, it's definitely not new. I don't know exactly how long it's been out, but I don't actually know.
Holding the comet let us get some detailed readings about its emissions. Based on the structure of its silicate crystals, it's been
CTE with the follow. Thank you
of
very
energy from
much.
its trip near
Right,
the
Sparky,
star,
sit.
then loses that energy as it loops past the
Sit.
planets.
He's off.
It's like ice melting and refreezing, but it seems to lose a large quantity of energy all at once near here. Not sure why. The radioactivity should be steady.
Perhaps something is draining the energy. Let's keep looking.
These comets seem to have a long orbit that coincides with the orbit of a Class A planet nearby. I'd like to launch a probe and see if the cometary movements have had any impact on the planet.
Agreed. Let's launch a probe, collect some more detailed readings. No worries, Twix. Thank you very much for the host and dropping by. Have a good sleep.
Probe data received. The planet is radiating a considerable amount of heat for its size. Nothing our shields can't handle, but I don't see any expeditions to its surface happening anytime soon. Curious. I'm picking up several large, moving sources of energy. Sensors indicate they're a life form of some kind. A cosmozoan, but not the Gekli.
Oh, new one.
I'd like to study them if we can.
Let's go take a closer look at those life forms. Oh, we're doing investigativity.
Planet is geothermal in nature. Its surface is partially molten. No life forms detected planetside. Then again, it is rather warm down there.
You know, a lot of life forms like it warm. They don't like the cold. But maybe it is a bit too warm down there, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to live next to a volcano.
There they
Oh.
are. Magnificent, aren't they?
Oh, it's those things from Farpoint! I remember that episode. What have you got there?
The creatures are luminescent ovoids? I'm not sure how to describe them. They remind me of an aquatic life form native to Lucari Prime. There are little ones huddling close to the planet's atmosphere. They must use the heat and the planet's electrical discharges to survive.
They're a type of Synedrian. We're sending you the files now.
Interesting. These life forms were encountered by the USS Enterprise D on Deneb 4, someplace called Farpoint Station. They haven't been seen anywhere else since. We shouldn't harm them or their young. Let's transmit a greeting, then be on our way.
Right, we'll move close and transmit a greeting to the Cosmozoans. Sparky, away from there, please. Come away from there. Lie down. Sparky, away from there, please.
The color display must be a form of communication. I didn't realize that life forms could exist in this fashion, living off the heat of planets feeding on the particles in space, absorbing radiation from the cosmos. There's so much to see. Let's head to the next planet in the system and see what's there.
Alright, warp out.
Are you seeing this? My sensors indicate this planet is completely devoid of any organic material. And yet, it has a breathable atmosphere and lies well within the system's habitable zone. Most curious.
Agreed. I think a closer look is in order, Captain.
I'm picking up residual levels of radiation. Oh my. I believe I know what happened to this world. Some kind of proto-matter wave happened here.
Proto-matter? But that's dangerously unstable.
Not if you know how to resolve the chaotic turbulence with a tarfine reduction. This was a recent event. Some kind of proto-matter incident happened, and it wiped out all life on the planet. I think we should send an away team down to learn more.
Agreed. We'll beam down to see what's happening. I'll take Flores and Tavel with me.
Oh, not sure I'll ever get used to transporters. Let's see. Initial scans suggest this area used to be inhabited, but I can't find a single trace of organic matter. None. I see some carvings on those canyon walls. Let's take a look.
That pillar near the canyon wall looks interesting as well. Bit of my examining face.
The walls of this canyon were worked by tools. I'm sure of it. Sentient life forms lived here. Until the proto-matter detonation. This pillar here, it seems to be a sign pointing to that canyon. Perhaps a pathway
Follow
there
the
leads to a
signs.
settlement of some kind. I'm reading metallic objects there as well. Shall we take a look?
Yes, let's follow the path through the canyon.
Look, there's some kind of large structure further down the canyon. Look at the size of that plaza. These people must have had quite a developed culture. Let's take some readings up there. This looks like a town square or ceremonial center of some kind. I see some murals on the far side of the square over there by that arch. I'd like to examine them. They might tell us more about this place.
Agreed. Let's examine the nearby murals.
These murals depict people bringing some objects to this place. Crystals or gems, I believe? They built their settlement around this site. I believe it was a place of great significance to them. The next mural may hold more clues for us. Let's have a look.
Alright, let's check out the next mural. My examination face on. Hey, over there.
This mural depicts the construction of this large structure. I suspect it was a temple or a place of contemplation for the people. The crystals were revered by the locals, perhaps even worshipped by them. We'd better have a look at the next mural, don't you think?
Yes, let's examine the next mural.
The crystals depicted in this mural appear to be growing for some reason. I wonder if this is a symbolic or literal representation of events. Perhaps the structure needed to be modified to hold the volume of crystals they collected over the years.
The crystals may have grown through natural means as well.
Quite the enigma we found here. I suspect there's more to be found inside. Getting there will be a challenge, however. According to my scans, these pillars are connected to some kind of massive mechanical structure. Probably the peak of technology for these people. I believe it's some kind of opening mechanism for the structure's door.
Can we open it by deploying some kind of device? Are we using our tricorders?
We could probably force it open, but that could damage the structure, and too much force could even collapse it entirely. I suggest we create a holographic forensic reconstruction.
A holographic recreation of local life.
Yes, it would be based on analysis of things like footprints, wear patterns, and local construction. We can learn what people did here, how they went about their lives, and how they made the device work. We'd be watching a replay of history, roughly speaking. Let's start by gathering information from relics and leftover traces of the people who once lived here.
Alright, let's look for old tools, footprints, anything that can tell us about it. Oh, this looks interesting. Gather forensic data.
These artifacts were used with opposable thumbs and indicate a likely handspan of 22 centimeters.
She's good. I have no idea whether she's right, but you know, we'll go with that. Oh, hey, footsteps.
Based on these footprints, these people had a stride that places them at about 1.6 meters on average. The wear patterns here show us that people leaned against here frequently. This was a meeting and gathering area.
Tin, I want to talk to you. Thank you.
Strange. These relics should be covered with dust and sand, worn away by time and wind. But they're all uncovered. No organic matter left, and everything left behind in its place. Frozen in time, like
These people died recently.
Yes, the evidence seems clear. The proto-matter detonation happened only weeks, perhaps even days ago. We're going to need to make an accurate simulation to continue our studies here. I suggest using
Yeah,
modified
Sparky
pattern
is quite
enhancers to do
shouting
this.
tonight. Agreed, we'll set up modified pattern enhancers in the plaza.
Enhancers online. The signal is strong and clear. Two down, two to go.
Halfway there!
That's three. One more and we'll be ready.
It's because Sarah's in the bedroom and I'm in here, so he's throwing a tantrum.
That's the last one. All enhancers online and standing by. Alright, the enhancers should give us a pretty good image range. Your tricorder can then act as the center of the network control for the enhancers. I can tie in my data to your tricorder whenever you're ready. Get a little close to the center of the square so we can see what happens.
Alright, let's get close to the plaza center so we can begin.
Note that the alien is using the pillars in a specific order. They're making the murals match up on each pillar. looks like some kind of functionary, priest or bureaucrat, I think, would unlock the door by turning the murals on the pillars. The top mural on each pillar seems to be locked in place for reference. We should follow the order they used on the pillar murals. If we can turn them correctly, I believe we'll unlock the door.
Turn the mirrors on the pillars in the proper order, not the door. Got it. I wasn't actually paying attention to what order they did things in.
Oh, we've rotated the pillars out of order. The mechanism is resetting itself.
Maybe it was this one first. Not looking good.
Do you hear that? That's the first pillar set in place.
Oopsies. Looking good.
Oh, we've rotated the pillars out of order. The mechanism is resetting itself.
So the guy stands in the middle. So he does that one first. That one.
You hear that? That's the first pillar set in place.
Alright. Oops. Go for a little jump.
That's two pillars set into place.
Music is just getting in the way. It is the same music over and over again.
Three pillars are locked in now.
Got it. Sorry, it took me longer than probably should have done.
That's it! It's working! Well done! Shall we see what secrets this building holds? I think I see another mural inside the doorway. We should take a look at
Give me
it.
a second. Alright. We're, okay, so it turns out someone is setting off fireworks somewhere. Which is, I've no idea why. I'm not sure what they're celebrating. Maybe, you know, they're getting their New Year's celebrations in early or something. Alright, let's go aside. That symbol looks familiar.
Isn't that the symbol of your Starfleet? How did it get here? How could it be in a temple of people who don't even have electricity, much less space travel? This is getting stranger by the minute. We should search the temple for more murals.
Indeed. First off though, before we go for such murals, I gotta have a sip of coffee. Delicious coffee.
Those people in the picture, they don't look like the others.
They're from Starfleet, but Starfleet of the 23rd century.
What happened here? If Starfleet officers contacted this civilization in the past, why wouldn't you have a record of it? We should head deeper into the temple and continue our search.
Affirmative. Time to search for answers deeper in the temple.
I think the panel on the wall here can be pushed to open something.
I love her dramatic pointing.
Those inner doors across from the panel are opening. What is all of this?
Oh, more dramatic pointing.
According to my tricorder, we've reached ground zero. This is where someone detonated the protomatter bomb. From here, a self-propagating cascade of proto-energy radiated outward in all directions, washing over the entire planet.
Could this have been a failed terraforming project?
Doubtful. I believe what did this was built specifically as a weapon. There's no new ecosystem. All life was eliminated. I'm picking up a residual energy signature here. Take a look. 16 centimeter wavelength with a slight kaon leak. I've seen this before. It's a byproduct of Zenkethi technology.
The Zenkethi here. So, we found a derelict space station in orbit around this planet. It's unpowered and covered in decades of dust, which made it hard to pinpoint in the asteroid ring. Fortunately, we aren't the only ones to find it. Several starships have arrived in the system and are laying claim to the station. What should we do? Give me a site-to-site transport direct to the station. Keep the Lucari ship protected. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Unknown station. Oh, hey, there it is. We're on one of the old K-Series Federation deep space stations. How did it get out of here? What happened to it? There's a placard over on the wall. Let's see if there's anything recognizable. It says Deep Space K-13. And the station was lost in time over 100 years ago. Lost in time and space. K-13 was in the Beta Quadrant before.
You're trespassing. I'm claiming this station station as salvage, along with everything in it. A little piece of history like this will be quite the vacation site. Experience life on the final frontier at Modron's K-13. But I digress. Unless you're here to discuss leasing opportunities, I suggest you beam off my station.
It's not your station yet. I think I'll take a look around.
Careful. This old beauty needs some serious repairs. It'd be a shame if something happened to you, or the active stasis pods my men found on.
Then I'd see to it nothing like that happens, Daemon. Live out.
Fair warning. My Nausicaan gods aren't very fond of this. I'd be happy to sell the pods to you. Consider their living contents a promotional bonus. Enemy target
Chief Engineer's Log, March 18, 1570. Had a discussion this morning with security about our Klingon prisoners in the brig. We can't just leave them locked up, or execute them, or exile them on the planet below. Setting them free isn't a popular notion either. We're still looking for options, but I think the stasis pods we have in medical will come in handy real soon.
Real soon. Admiral, this technology is ancient, but surprisingly functional. At least at a rudimentary level. They built things to last in the 23rd century. Nausicans managed to get partial power online, but they did it in a hurry. We go down at any moment. In the meantime, I've managed to drop those security fields. We can access other parts of the station now. Anything else in the computer? There's some log files in the computer as well, most of them are garbled. But I believe I can restore the last entry. Let's hear it.
Chief Engineer's Log, supplemental. By my account, we've been hurled back in time to the 16th century. To make matters worse, we're a very long way from the den of the system. None of our shuttles are warp capable, and even if we could get to Earth, we'd be in the wrong time. In short, we're stuck. There's nothing to do now but wait and try to conjure up a way to get back to the right time.
This computer is also ability to link to the main computer, but the security field's down, we can get into the other lab. From there, I'm able to get into the main computer and lock the Nausicans out. That will keep them from bringing the fields back online or using the station to stop us. Let's see what we can find in the other lab.
The fines for trespassing are quite severe, and I plan on collecting them.
Dude. Let's go in here. The doors are locked. To find a way to bypass them. Okay. Shooting them usually helps. Can't we do that? I like my idea of shooting them. Oopsies. I died. Why did I respawn all the way back here? God blimey. Oh, gone first person at this point. What's that?
Enemy targets on center. Personal shield losing power.
Ah, handle look like here? How have I done phaser damage? I don't have a phaser. Oh, somebody does, I guess. Somebody must have a phaser. Unless the game just got confused. Right, if you guys could stop shooting me, that would be sweet. Lock out the main computer. Locking the Nauticans out of the main computer. That will keep them taking up any more substations. Good work. Any more information? There's another log entry. Play it.
Chief Engineer's Log,
Oh, she looks
April
beat up.
17th, 1570. Today we visited the planet we're calling Draconis 3 to collect supplies. The good news, there's a humanoid civilization down there. The bad news, a potential Prime Directive violation. Our landing party was seen beaming in by some of the locals. We're hoping that doesn't impact their culture in any way. One thing's for sure, they can't help us go home. Their tech level is Bronze Age at best.
Well, the station's so old and badly damaged that most of the systems don't work anymore. However, if we could take over the central hub, we could lock it down and keep the Nauticans from bringing anyone else over. Acknowledge. Let's go to the central hub of the station.
Trying my patience is going to cost you dearly.
Chief Engineer's Log, August 6th, 1570. The Warp Booster Sled project is officially a bust. When we tried to spin up the coils, we couldn't get a stable warp field. Yashby and Arlington managed to shut it down and stop a breach, but the shuttle's impulse drive is shot. I hate giving up, but we just don't have the parts we need to make it work.
Let's go around this way. Wow. That hurts. Damn it. Why am I all the way back in? Oh, hey, can I go through this door? Oh, I can. Hey, boys, how's it going? Do I not have any shield power at this point? I don't. That's a problem. Oh, there's a lockbox. Oh, I'm stuck. No. Seville! Alright, she's awake. Oops, I just fired a grenade. Our auxiliary power's coming up now. Activating a low-level scouting field will prevent the Nauticans from beaming over reinforcements. Excellent. Anything else? Found one last log entry here, and we'll... I'm afraid the rest of the computer's memory is heavily corrupted.
Chief Engineer's Log, July 26th, 1571. Most of us went into stasis this morning. There weren't enough pods for everyone. 3 of us had to stay awake. We drew lots. Devon, Sheridan, and I were the lucky winners. Since we're out of options, we've decided to go native and live out our lives under Draconis 3. Hopefully, one day our records will be found, and the people of Station K-13 will be remembered.
Will be remembered. Remember me.
Rule of Acquisition 431. When the shooting starts, let the mercenaries handle it. Handle this, Captain.
Handle this, Captain.
Crime is trespassing. The sentence is
Ow. Admiral, we need you back on the ship right away. Martin and the Dosganas are moving to Interceptors and the Concordia. Alright, we got some space things to do. Rum cake.
I see you took out the Nausigans on my station. I'll just add their fees to your tab. I do hope you're good for it. Otherwise, I might have to take possession of that pretty ship of yours. Come to think of it, I'll be taking your ship anyway. Whether you're alive or not when I do is up to you.
You're welcome to try, Daemon. I don't think you'll like the results. Hey, bestie! How are you? Got Halo Wolf. Oh, thank you very much for the lemon. I got Halo Wars finished earlier. Very happy. Ready for Halo Reach. Comes out Tuesday. I'm going to play it Sunday. Just to play for matches and whatnot.
That was quite an adventure. I knew Maldron was greedy and treacherous, but I never thought he was willing to kill to get what he wants. In spite of that, I feel like we've learned so much out here. And for the better.
It's often like this, Captain. Dangerous, but also filled with discovery.
Indeed. I'd say our first flight was a success. Now we need to share our discoveries with everyone back home. I hope today's events will convince my people of the continued need to explore and to be part of the galactic community.
Explore!
With luck, we'll do this again.
Oh yeah,
sometime,
it's always
and
good
soon.
fun.
On behalf of the Lucari people, thank you.
You're welcome, Captain. Safe travels. Say that these events are better described as harrowing. The Zenkethi have been quiet for years, now they're using proto-man abundance to commit genocide. There's also the problem with K-13. How do you even get here? What do we do with it? I suppose these are problems for command. All stations have reported in, we can depart on your orders, Admiral. Let's go.
I'm happy to hear the Lucari handled their first experience with space exploration well. There's talk of their desire to join the Federation, and from what I'm seeing, they'd be fine members. The mystery of Station K-13 has been solved, although the past violation of the Prime Directive by some of its personnel is a concern. Hopefully the crew preserved in stasis pods will be able to shed a little more light on that situation. Finally, this news of a Zenkethi protomatter weapon is disturbing.
Alright, no worries, bestie.
I'll be looking into it from all angles,
the cats are good.
diplomatic and military in particular. We've fought a war with them before, and I'd prefer avoiding another now.
Now it's going to disrupt, yeah, just grab that. Alright, let's have a look at my inventory. Picked up some stuff. I don't need that. I'm not an engineer, so I don't need that. Don't want that. Ooh. Let's have a look what's in here. Lobe Infinity Price Pack. Self-modulating. Ooh. Please tell me that, honey. Give me a sec, guys. Sparky's been a poorly boy. Start training. Sweet, we'll do that. Oh my word, I got loads of specialization points. It's getting used. Huh? Used. Oh yeah, baby. Alright, let's go up and do D-Life can now provide training in stuff. Alright, let's try and train some people. I keep forgetting how you do it. Alright. A lot of those ended in failure. No, that's not good. Success. Success. Got a pass token. We have a prisoner. So we've got 3 of them. Paradox bomb. Ambush. So I can provide training and some stuff. Ah, well, never mind. I don't think I have anything that's worth equipping. Oh, hello. I have that. That seems to have gone, so we'll just replace it with that. I still want to get my impulse engines up and running much better than what they are. Alright. Yeah. Excuse me. I think we're good. Alright.
The Lucari have discovered some unusual activity in an unexplored region of the Alpha Quadrant. The data suggests another weaponized use of protomatter, similar to what happened recently at Draconis 3. The Klingons have sent a ship out to assist with the Lucari investigation there, and we'd like you to join them. If the Zenkethi are involved, we need to know about it fast.
Understood. Go! Of signs and portents. However, we're going to pronounce that. We've arrived in the Hiranzi system. We're reading 2 ships in local space. Incoming hail from the IKS Core, Admiral.
Guavan, I am General Rodek, security advisor to the Lucari. I have read your report on the incident at 20 Draconis. If the Zenkethi are behind all this, we must be ready to meet them in battle.
Agreed. The Zenkethi are quite formidable.
Do you have any questions?
Why are you here?
I have met the Zenkethi in battle many times. I know how they think and how they fight. Because of this, I have been assigned to investigate the protomatter incidents here. The Empire wants to know more about the Zenkethi's new weapon.
I see.
Do you have any questions?
What have you learned so far?
We know the Zenkethi have developed a protomatter weapon. What we do not know is why. They have not attacked any of our enemies with this weapon. This is puzzling, considering their proximity to several key Federation systems. The Empire has asked, what drives the Zenkethi to use such a weapon? And I intend to provide the answer.
Agreed.
Do you have any questions?
Nope, let's get started.
The Lucari are just ahead, and eager to begin the search.
It's good to see you again. It looks like we have another incident to study. We sent out a number of long-range sensor probes to this sector recently. After the events of 20 Draconis, I took the liberty of setting the probes to scan for protomatter. I'm afraid they found something. Let's begin our search by sending a short-range probe to the nearby planet.
This is your ship's maiden voyage, isn't it?
Yes, the project was a community
Hey,
effort
Loki.
designed by some of our best and brightest. With the help of our allies in the Alliance, we were able to finish construction and the shakedown cruise faster than anyone expected. The Riskova may not be as large or impressive as some ships, but she's ours, and she's ready for the job.
Congratulations, Captain. She's a fine vessel.
The crew of the Riskova stands ready.
Alright.
Protomatter is the weapon of a coward, but we respect its power.
Protomatter can also be quite beneficial, General, when used properly.
Like most things, it can be used as a weapon or for non-weapon matters. Oh! My probes went.
The probe is away. The atmosphere of the planet is so thick it will take the probe some time to get through the interference. While the probe is busy, we can collect data from the planet's moons. At least one moon has signs of protomatter energy. A closer look will give us more information.
First moon is nearby. Move closer and scan it.
Perhaps the probe's information will give us more insight as to why these attacks are occurring.
Hopefully. It's kind of why we're here. Scan the moon! Going to the moon!
Most curious. This is a Class Y moon. It's incapable of sustaining most known life forms, but it was scorched by protomatter recently. Why would anyone devastate such a place? I think we should take a look at the next moon.
Agreed. Let's head to the second moon and conduct a scan.
Perhaps they use the moon as a test site for the weapon.
Possibly, but why would you do it on a...
If so, it was a poor choice. Why scour a world already devoid of life?
It sickens me to see protomatter used like this.
We must know what the Zenkethi are up to.
Another enigma, I'm afraid. This is a Class D moon, similar to Luna in the Sol system. Incapable of supporting life, and yet it has been hit by a protomatter. Why? Perhaps the third moon will have some answers. Let's take a look.
Acknowledged. We'll head to the third moon, run a scan.
Another uninhabited moon, but one quite different from the first. What is the pattern?
This makes no sense. There is no tactical pattern to these attacks. There must be a reason, though.
Must be a reason.
Let's figure this out quickly before more lives are lost.
Come on. Do, 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 do. If you're building for subtitles, the set in this is a good base until you can grind rep sets. Okay. I'm not really grinding for anything. I'm just sort of just playing this for the story. But I am hopefully upgrading some stuff slowly. But cool.
Scanning. The moon is Class L. I'm picking up some ruins on the surface, some simple life forms. There's evidence of crude attempts at terraforming, but no signs of a protomatter detonation. It looks like there was an attempted settlement on this planet, but the project was abandoned. By the look of these readings, it took place over a century ago. The probe we sent to the planet is active now. It's sending data back to us.
Hey, data. Maybe we'll get more answers after we've collected the data.
I'm detecting incredible levels of radiation, atmospheric pollution, ruins of great cities, and... Oh no. Based on these scans, I believe this is the planet Kentar, the original homeworld of my people. There are no signs of protomatter here. It seems Kentar was rendered incapable of supporting life long ago. By the Kentari.
I'm sorry, Captain.
I can barely believe what I'm seeing. I've always wondered what became of them, and now I know. Most Lucari thought something like this would happen, but some of us hoped they would see reason and overcome it. It saddens me deeply to see otherwise.
I understand.
I suppose you have some questions for me.
Who are the Kentari?
Once we were all Kentari. Those who followed the teachings of the scholar Lucar came to be known as Lucari. The Kentari were obsessed with power and material wealth. Their pursuit of such things was destroying the people and the planet. The Lucari stood against those things, and for that, we paid a terrible price.
I see.
I suppose you have some questions for me.
Why did you leave your homeworld?
There was a terrible schism between Kentari and Lucari. It ultimately led to civil war. We lost. In the final days of the war, most of us chose self-imposed exile over death or imprisonment. We gathered on our remaining ships and left Kentar forever. To this day, that event is known as the Great Exodus.
Understood.
I suppose you
seem
have some
surprised to find
questions for
Kentar
me.
here. Why?
Much about Kentar was stricken from our records, including its location. Only a few Lucari know of the homeworld. My crew and I were not among their number until now. It is a shameful matter that many of us would like to forget.
I understand.
I suppose you have...
Lucario transmits the coordinates to the next system investigation and we're ready to depart on your command. Let's go! I'm reading the protomatter signature stated by the Lucari. Preliminary scans indicate the event occurred within the last 24 hours. General Rodek is hailing us. On screen.
There has been a large-scale battle in this system. We are analyzing the debris. It appears the losing side possessed technology roughly a century behind our own. Preliminary scans indicate that the battle was very one-sided. I recommend we take a closer look at some of the nearby debris.
Very well. Start with scanning that debris ahead of us.
Our scans are showing the wreckage of dozens of ships. They weren't all military either. I'm seeing remains of freighters, mining ships, research craft, even luxury vessels.
Was this the Zenkathi, Rodek?
Unclear at the moment. We have not detected any Zenkethi debris in the field yet. Whoever did this was powerful, but not honorable. There is no honor in attacking the weak. I'm detecting strong energy signatures ahead. Further scans may prove to be more conclusive.
Agreed. Let's move to the energy signatures and scan them. Oh, going the wrong way. Go.
Around 50 ships were involved in the battle. Many were lightly armed, if at all. I am reading traces of engine-grade plasma ahead. It does not match that left by the local craft. Perhaps the aliens managed to score a hit to the engines of an enemy ship. I suggest we advance and investigate further.
Right, we'll move to the new alien signature and analyze.
This is all that is left of a Synthetic vessel. It appears the aliens detonated the warp core of one of their capital ships after ramming the Synthetic at full impulse. They fought with honor. For them, it was a good day to die.
Tell me more about the Zenkethi, General.
They are reptilian, territorial, and aggressive. In battle, they are ruthless and devious. If they fought with honor, they would almost be respectable. They fought the Empire and the Federation and lost. It appears they are preparing for another war. But with whom? I dislike riddles. Let us get to the truth of these attacks.
The sooner the better.
Perhaps they are testing a weapon against planets that are not part of the Alliance, hoping that we will turn a blind eye to their crimes. Once they have perfected the weapon, they will certainly use it on their old enemies. Their list of enemies is long. We should continue our investigation. There may be more clues in this area.
Agreed. Let's continue to scan.
I'm receiving a distress call. It's very faint. I'm sending you the coordinates.
I don't know who you are or where you came from, but thank you.
What happened here, Captain?
What can I tell you?
Who are you?
Egan Burin, captain of the Pavini starship Bastion. Or what's left of her, anyway. Most of my crew was planetside on shore leave. Invaders warped into the system. We went into battle with a skeleton crew. It's a miracle we survived.
Indeed.
What can I tell you?
Why did the Zenkethi attack you?
I honestly have no idea. Until today, we had never seen them. We hailed them. They didn't answer, and then they started shooting. They just kept firing, even when we tried to surrender. And then, some sort of energy bomb went off on the homeworld. It killed everyone. They finished off the rest of our ships and left. Somehow they missed us.
Most fortunate.
What can I tell you?
Do you have any nearby allies or safe havens?
No. We had no colonies, no allies from other worlds. Until today, we were our own worst enemies. The powers that be on Poven fought amongst themselves from time to time, and everyone thought we were one step away from a global war. In the end, we put all of that behind us to fight these aliens as one. We still lost.
I'm still here, Captain.
What can I tell you?
Can we do something to help you right now?
There might be survival pods from other ships out there among the wreckage. Could you look for them? We're doing all we can to keep life support running over here. I can't start a search and rescue operation on my own. If you have any engineers you can loan or some spare parts, my crew and I would be forever grateful.
Our engineers will assist you while we search for survivors.
Someone heard. By all the gods, someone heard the signal. I'm saved.
Oops.
I thought no one would come. Thank you, strangers. Thank you.
Right, you're welcome. Now I'm just gonna turn around and get your colleagues.
Thank you, whoever you are. Thank you.
You're welcome. We are Starfleet. We're here to help.
Thank you again. May we seek asylum among your kind? Please, we don't have anywhere else to go.
We're sending you to the location of Starbase K-13. It's not far from here.
I've confirmed the captain's story. The planet nearby was hit by a protomatter blast. Estimated casualties in it. Check your long-range sensors. It just happened again. Another detonation.
Confirmed. Go to Red Alert.
It is time for a reckoning. The Zinkethi must pay for their crimes. We must go now, before they escape.
Agreed. All hands reported in. Ready to go. Do-do-do-do. Now entering the Jot core system. Sensors indicate the presence of pre-industrial civilization on the planet ahead. Its moon shows signs of recent protomatter destination. Admiral, I'm detecting Zinkethi life signs on the planet. They may be preparing another bomb.
Whatever the Zinkethi are doing now, we need to stop it. Now.
That's good advice.
Target their cruisers first, if possible. The support they provide to their allies is difficult to deal with, as long as they are active. Now is not the time to sit and chew ligament. We should strike now, before they can destroy another planet.
Very well.
Whatever the Zinkethi... Zinkethi warships! Red alert!
Alliance vessels. This system has been claimed by the Zinkethi Coalition. Your presence is unnecessary. Leave at once.
That's not gonna happen.
You were warned. So be it. We now walk on the path of violence.
Battle stations.
Battle, Kamarki. Fight well. Do not fear death.
One fight, we will fight.
Oh! Ooh, shield attack upgrade. Got you covered. Hey, Cardassian.
Good battle. Well fought. Honor of victory is ours.
Whew. We could be in a waiting close to the position, Admiral. They're currently far from any of the settlements we detected on the surface. Oh, we're taking everybody with us. Let's do this. Oh, excuse me. Oh, God. I'm going to finish this mission and I'm probably going to have to head to bed. That will work tomorrow. I hate having work. Excuse me. But then it pays the bills. and of which I have quite a few. Plus Christmas coming up. Admiral, I believe the St. Cathy is using some type of jamming technology to conceal the protomatter bomb from us. Finding it could be difficult in this terrain. Recommendations.
Their weapon is inefficiently shielded. It leaks kaons at a level our tricorders can detect and track. I recommend we scan for elevated kaon levels and follow the signal.
Good idea. Scan for kaons and pursue the St. Cathy.
The kaon particle traces lead into the valley ahead of us.
Oh, I see. They followed the waterfall.
Indeed they did.
The rocks here are causing a lot of interference. We should take another set of scans to get our bearings.
Okay. That we will do. I love the fucking here. What's he seeing?
The St. Cathy!
They're big and angry.
We now walk the path of violence.
So be it. Attack!
I love the fact he's gone for a batleth. So I guess talking is out?
Come, St. Cathy. See our true warrior fight.
You will not stop us.
Oh, this is spinning.
So, there are some St. Cathy with a taste for battle. Good.
Scans indicate they took the path to the east.
East! That is the way we
Why
shall go.
would they destroy entire planets?
I'm just gonna find out.
They must find some tactical advantage in these actions for some reason.
It is odd.
I'm reading Zenkethy life signs ahead. They're waiting.
Ah, good. We will meet them in glorious battle.
Hello, gentlemen. I guess talking's out of the equation. Got some stew. Shot the general for some reason.
They are using delaying tactics. We must be getting through.
The path continues down from here. The protomatter bomb is still ahead of us.
Let's go.
The kaon levels are rising. We're getting closer to the protomatter bomb.
Could have just said we're getting closer. We know what we're getting closer to. hello.
Ha! They fight like cornered rabbit cows. I can smell their fear.
There, just ahead. I see guards. We must be close.
Hi, can we talk about this? Alright, never mind. Let's just go straight in. Where's my agony field? There it is. I don't want to be in a stasis bubble. That worked.
The trail ends here. I'm reading Zenkethi life signs inside that blocked-off cave.
Blasting through all of that rock will take time. Time we don't have.
I'm reading a tunnel behind that waterfall. One that leads to the cave. We must move. Quickly.
Let's finish this. Follow the tunnel behind the waterfall into the cave.
Move swiftly, and we can take them by surprise.
Look! They've set up the protomatter bomb in here. But we'll need to clear the Zenkethi from the cave before we can do anything about the bomb.
Agreed. Take the Zenkethi down and secure this
They
cavern.
only left a few guards. They clearly did not notice this entrance.
Hey! Cavern is clear. Oh, hey, sure.
Oh my. That is a huge protomatter matrix. It's controlled by 3 regulator consoles, all active and cycling towards detonation. I can shut it down, but I need time. Cover me while I work.
Got your back, Captain. Shut those bombs down.
Defend the Lakari!
Shutting down Pylon Alpha.
For honor! For the Empire! Your path of violence ends here, soon victory will be ours. Keep fighting!
They're dead.
Pylon Alpha is offline.
Good. Do you mind moving on to the next one?
Shutting down Pylon Beta now.
Beta, 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 beta. Oh, hey, he's dead. Agony field. Up! Oh, you've beamed in a bit close. Hang on, in the shield.
Pylon Beta is shut down. Pylon Gamma is down. All clear.
Is it? According to my readings, you still have work to do. Would you like to be in my energy field? How about stasis, brother? Hey there.
Analog gamma is down. We're all clear.
Now it's down, yes. Whew. Good.
It's done. All the bombs are deactivated. We can... Wait. Look! These crystal formations are very similar to those we found at the first protobombing site on Draconis 3. This can't be a coincidence. We may have found what the Zenkethi are targeting in these attacks.
Indeed. Rodek, something to add?
Word from the core. Zenkethi ships are dropping out of war.
Live to Brisk. Admirals and Zenkethi units, of course, at full impulse. Shall we beam up the away team? Yes. We'll just leave the Lucari there. She's got Klingon bodyguard, so it's all good. It's all good. Kobayashi Maru. Do-ba-do-ba-do-do. Zenkethi command ship is hailing us. This ought to be interesting. On screen.
Alliance vessels. I am Fleet Admiral Aranzen Tarak. As you now know, this system has been claimed by the Zenkethi Coalition. Further aggression on your part will not be tolerated. This world is not yours to defend. Leave now, while you're still able.
This up.
We do not recognize your claims, Zenkethi. Your forces have murdered millions. If you are the leader here, it is you who will answer for these crimes.
We're not going anywhere until this is over.
Then your choice is made. The path of violence. It is one I have walked many times, without fear, without remorse. Come, let us walk it together. Fight now! For honor and glory!
That worked.
This is far from over. Tell me, the Zenkethi will not be denied. Those who try to stop us will be purged, their homeworlds cleansed. You have been warned. Test us at your peril.
Let them flee. Let them run to their masters and whimper like craven targs. Let them whisper of warriors who fight with honor and without fear.
I doubt we've seen the last of them, General.
You may be right. They may return and bring their protomatter weapon with them. Should that day come, I hope to meet them in battle once more with a warrior like you at my side. But for now, I must return to the Empire. There's a matter of great importance that I must investigate there.
It's been an honor, General.
I think we've found a big piece of the puzzle. I believe the Zenkethi are targeting planets with concentrations of those strange crystals. But why? A riddle for another day, I suppose. For now, we should return and share what we've learned. About everything. Including the fate of Kentar. Do you think they managed to survive somehow?
Perhaps. There are always possibilities, Captain. Admiral, all decks are reported and we're ready to depart.
So it's true. The Zenkethi have a protomatter bomb. All those lives. No one in the Alliance is comfortable with the Zenkethi having a weapon of genocide. What happened to those planets could happen to any world in Alliance space. We need to know more about it and how to stop it. We need to know more about these crystals you mentioned as well. If they're the key to these attacks, we need to know why.
Indeed. Hyperimpulse engines.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Hope. Alright. I'm going to do this last little bit off stream because it's just some basic housekeeping stuff. Second favourite story arc, Iconian War, has to be the best. The Iconian War was immense. Absolutely agree with you on that one. That was a lot of fun to play through. I'm sorry for the yawning. Alright guys, I'm going to have to head off to bed. Actually, I'm going to quickly finish off small housekeeping on this, and then I'm going to head to bed. I will be back to back. Oh, God. Engage brain before I try to speak. I will be back tomorrow, around about 7, half past. I'm not sure what I'm going to play yet. Might carry on with the Alex Hunter story, because I haven't played that for quite some time.
180!
Yeah, Lucky, thank you very much for the follow. Hey, my alerts work on Mixer. Hey. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Probably going to do the Alex Hunter story because I want to get that sort of completed. You guys take care. Thank you ever so much, everyone, for joining me. The follows. I hope you enjoyed that. That was good fun. I do enjoy Best Star Trek. But you guys take care. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.